Wherever I'm at, feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
On one, ready?
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
11, 11. 11,
in motion goes the tight end. Burrow on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2. 11 MP, hey! 11 MP.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
12, 12, 12.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. 12,
12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Shoves him aside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The Browns at 4-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. In motion left goes a tight end.
Trap 50, trap 50. Left 19. Ready.
Back to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and very short, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
12.
To the air again, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, Bengals, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
On one, ready?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry, their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Chubb.
To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
back ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Palmer. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action with Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
12.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
23 yards on the play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Stop.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
12. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll just get rid of it. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. It's Burrow. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I'm on, ready? 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go up the middle with Chubb
To about the 26 here.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
York on now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Cincinnati.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bengals 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll send Brown in motion right.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
11.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
11 Thomas. 11
And the slot man goes in motion left.
11. Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Browns 15, Bengals 28. And McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Come back team.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. Touchdown, Browns. Calvin Austin, 42 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Burrow looking to pass. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems...
Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 3 yards out. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're in control. Here's a start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.